Good afternoon. It's 5:15 on Thursday, September 1st, 2011. This is an updated tour of my condo in Oceanside since it's such a beautiful day, and since I had it more specifically cleaned up yesterday and today before a tour from real estate investors. This is the roof deck. Speaking of real estate investing, you can see that a lot of my neighbors' roof decks are empty. The building went through foreclosure early this year, and it's been owned by the Farmers and Merchants Bank, who had the note on it since then, and they haven't been very aggressive at getting new tenants. I don't really have enough patio furniture to properly fill up this roof deck, but it is a nice space, and I use it for taking in some sun and just relaxing. It's a beautiful, peaceful space. Going to the condo itself, you go on a flight of stairs to what's known as the loft. This is basically the second and a half floor, or third and a half floor of the condo. It's a little more than a story above the second floor. You can see it's only big enough for a good-sized chair and a table and a lamp, but it is a nice space. Here's the view from this space. Going down here, don't set of stairs. It's a piece of modern art I got when I lived in Palm Springs. Down some more stairs. And here we are on the second floor. The front bedroom that faces on the Coast Highway is the guest bedroom, sort of catch-all room. You can see I live right across from a Circle K. And I'm loath to admit, but it's come in handy more than a few times. This is a Maxfield Parish print that was owned by neighbors of ours when I was growing up in Rapid City, Stranders. They would sometimes watch me after school before my folks got home from work, and apparently I took a liking to this when I was a kid. And so after Mr. Ostrander passed away, and Ms. Ostrander moved back to Iowa to be near relatives, she told my mom and dad that she wanted me to have this. It was a wedding gift to them when they got married in 1921. It is I guess a first edition Maxfield Parish print in its original frame. I was told that the color is Parish blue. That was very sweet of them. The obligatory guest bathroom, there's a shower, but no tub. Through the hallway into my bedroom, which faces west and gets a lot of nice afternoon light. Of course, the slightly snazzier main bathroom. Most of my artwork has some connection to friends or family, and none of it is randomly picked. It all has some connection to something in my life. This is a colorized black and white photo of the baseball team my dad played on in the mid-40s in Rapid City, and that is my dad, second from the right there. My friend Steve gave me this for Christmas this past year. It's a piece of concept art from the movie Up, and here's the house. I had told Steve that the children's book, The Little House, reminded me a lot of both the look and the story of the house and Up. So it was very sweet of him to remember that and give me this last Christmas. I'm not going to comment on every piece of art, otherwise we'd be doing this for an hour. But this is a poster that my mom and I got at the Journey Museum in Rapid City in 1997, I think. Anyway, there was an exhibit of South Dakota's, so far, two most famous visual artists, Harvey Dunn, who did this painting, The Prairie is My Garden, and Oscar Howe, a Native American gentleman who made quite a name for himself in sort of Native American abstract art. This was my mom's favorite painting by any artist, I think. She said it reminded her of the homestead that her grandparents lived on in Lando, west of the Missouri River. And finally, the last set of stairs. So here's the front door, and the walkway south and north in the interior of the condo building. I guess from the sound, if nothing else, you could guess that that's the washer and dryer. This is a piece of art that my friend Tom Janes in Durham, North Carolina did for me when he came out to visit. He does these as a hobby and as like a side income, but they're made of tissue paper and decoupage and painted on top of that. It's really pretty. Here in the guest bathroom, another family connection. My cousin Ray Tisdall of the crazy Norwegian Tisdalls that my mom's brother Max married into lives in Vail, South Dakota, which is it's by the Northern Black Hills. And he is a photographer, a pretty good one, and he did these buffalo black and white photographs. That's Tony the Tiger. He's not really a piece of art, but I got him for my 10th birthday, 1972, and he was a gift from my twin sister aunts, Nell and Lois, my mom's twin sisters, who were both living in Guam with their respective crazy husbands at the time. And they found Tony, I think, like in Thailand or Singapore or one of their Guam-based jobs. Tony has followed me from my bedroom in Rapid City to all of the various other places I've lived since then. Here's the kitchen. Considering this is a rental, this is a pretty nice kitchen. These were built to be sold as condos, and they had the bad luck to start selling them at the same time the real estate market went to pieces. This set of paintings was done by my friend Mark Monroe in Denver. This is a lithograph of an original painting by my good friend Randy Riccoboni from the rodeo at Del Mar. This is by my friend Joe McClaskey in Palm Springs. It's called Watts. It's supposed to be a sort of a chaos theory take on the Watts Towers in South Los Angeles. And it is some sort of computer graphic designed art transferred onto a canvas. I truthfully I don't really know how he did it, but it's very cool. Some black and white photographs, my first edition Clee lithograph that I found on eBay by somebody who had no idea what it was. This is my one big piece of expensive art so far, and maybe ever. It's called Urban Organica. It's by a lady named Jean Arnold, who's based in Salt Lake City. And it was, I'll just say it wasn't cheap, but it was one of those things that I knew I had to have the minute I saw it, and so I made an arrangement with the gallery owner in Denver, Ivar, and his friend and his wife Karen, and became and still remain good friends of mine. My room and board and vintage furniture, found in a Reno antique junk store Killing Rug, which also turned out to be my gain. The folks, I didn't know it was worth anything either, but it turned out that it was. This rug is from Crate and Barrel, but it works out with everything else. These chairs have an interesting story. My wood Danish modern chairs finally started falling apart, and I looked and looked for chairs to replace them, and finally found these on Craigslist from a young lady in Los Angeles. And they're by a Danish designer, I think he's Danish, named Mart Stam. And this set new would have probably been close to $2,000. And she sold them to me for $300. And you could tell from circumstances that she had been in a situation where she or somebody she was married to or lived with had a lot of money, because there was lots of really nice furniture in her apartment that she was selling, probably because she had to. And she was so jazzed that I knew that these chairs were special, and I think she was really happy that they were going to somebody that would love them as much as she did. That's that. Take care.